I've got a little secret. Shh. I've got a little secret. Do you want to know what it is? Did you know that you can use the same business model as a mentor of mine that's earned $60 million online? Would you like to know how to do that? Shh, it's a massive secret. Most people don't know this secret, but I'm going to share with you on this live a few steps to this business model that might be the missing link for you. Okay? Now, this mentor of mine that's earned over 60 million online, do you think he might know a thing or two? What do you reckon? Would you listen to somebody that's earned $60 million online? Or would you listen to somebody who's just got a really loud mouth and you can't help but hear them? I know all my learnings, everything that I've done online, comes from reputable people that have earned a hell of a lot of money online, and they lift people up with them to teach them the skills to do the same. So these skills, this business model, and I'll share that with you in a moment, is actually not that difficult for you to do for yourself. You just need to know how. That's the missing piece for a lot of people, is they just don't know how to do some of the things online that make sense. They're like, yeah, I kind of understand that. It sounds really good. I'd love to do that for myself, but I just don't know how to execute it and bring it all together. Okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So how are you all today? Are you getting ready for Easter? Is everyone, that's an interesting question, isn't it? Because most people would be going away enjoying themselves and you just can't. You've probably had maybe a holiday cancelled. You would normally be going somewhere that you can't. You would normally maybe have people coming and staying with you and you can't. Like, it's just going to be a very different Easter. We normally have 5 or 6 families with their kids and motorbikes and bonfires and camper trailers and caravans and tents, and we go out the farm and we have our ball. Not this year. Not this year. So life's a little bit different at the moment, isn't it? Anyway, how's everyone going? For those of you that have not met me before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain. And this is just all a little bit of fun. What we're predominantly here to do is learn modern social media strategies to bring your business online and use those strategies to help you, become successful in the online world. If there's one thing I know about social media and the online world is what happened 6 months ago doesn't necessarily mean it works now. What happened a year ago doesn't work now. Certainly what happened 2 years ago or 3 years ago definitely doesn't work now. We are in a world that is moving very fast. We are also in an industry that Facebook doesn't particularly like. So we have to be really, really strategic about what we do. We need to be really smart about what we do. And we always need to lead from the right place. So one of the biggest issues in this industry is that people think they know what they're doing, but it might have worked previously, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work now. So that's what we're going to have a little chat about, today. But a couple of things I just want to give you the heads up on. Yesterday, for those of you that I worked out the reason that you couldn't see that link that I was talking about. It's because you were watching from the group and the link went up on my public page. Okay, so I broadcast in 2 different places. So one is from my business page, one is from the free group, Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners. So when I was putting up the link and I had it in the comments section, it was going up on my business page. It wasn't appearing in the group. I've since put that link. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go and watch yesterday's live with the new Messenger app to download. So yeah, just go and watch yesterday's live. So I've since put that link in the actual group as well as the business page. So you can just go back to yesterday's live and look at my comments, and you'll find the link that I was talking about, which will lead you to the actual app to download. So hopefully you guys sort of figured that out. Another little thing I want to give you a tip. This is just a social media tip, a side tip, but some of you need to know this because you might be expecting a response to somebody you've messaged and you don't ever get one, and you're thinking they're ignoring me, and they may not be. So what I'm talking about is, just for your reference, all of you on social media, if you ban and block somebody from social media and then you try to message them and ask them a question and ask for their help with somebody, with something, they don't even know who you are. So one, not only can they not respond because you've actually banned and blocked them. So there is actually you can't reply. You can't do anything. You're actually blocked from that person. Also, when you do that, your name and your photo disappear, and all it says is Facebook user. So just a heads up, social media tip, guys, if you ban and block somebody and then you want something from them or you ask them a question, they don't even know who you are. They don't know who to respond to, and they actually can't because you banned and blocked them. So if you are looking for a response or some help from somebody that you've banned and blocked, can I suggest that you unban and block them, get your answer, and then if you feel the need to, ban and block them again. But it's just really important when you want something from somebody and you're asking for somebody's help, but that person is somebody you've previously banned and blocked, they can't actually reply to you. They don't even know who you are, okay? So that's just a social media tip. There is some really cool training coming up in my community next week, so stay tuned to this live to know what that is. And for some of you in my coaching community, we have a special Zoom coming up in less than 45 minutes. Those that it's relevant to, hopefully you will know. We can dive deep into your Facebook advertising if you want, if that's what you need help with. So hopefully those of you that are aware in my coaching community, there is a special Zoom for some of you, not all of you, in less than 45 minutes. So I hope to see those of you that is relevant to then. Okay, so how is everyone going? Do you want to know what this little secret is? Do you want to really know how to build your business online in this uncertain world of social media? The turbulent time we have particularly with Facebook, with our industry, there are things that you can do to protect yourself. There are things that you can do to actually get the results that you want that don't even rely on Facebook advertising. If your business model relies on Facebook advertising, if you 100% rely on Facebook advertising to build your business, you're on wonky ground. Let's say you should be trying to build certain things while you're doing your Facebook advertising to protect yourself, to make sure that you've got certain things in place that you don't get shut down in the future. So I'll talk about some of those things on this live. So let's say a quick hello to a few people. Hello, Crystal. How are you? Good to see you on. Hello, Heather. Lovely to see you here. We've got Edith on. Lovely to see you here, Edith. Heather's got all the emojis going on. So the emojis, the palm trees for our community, the fish is for our free group, the cruise ship is for our coaching community, the anchors for life members of the coaching community, and the wave is for our new wave of online marketers because they're getting proper mentorship from me, like much more intensive mentorship. Hello, Olive, how are you? Now, if anyone appears like this, I know that you're watching from my group because when you're watching from my page, I can see you, it's all public. But when you're watching from my group, you have to give StreamYard permission for me to see who you are. So it's just the very last link in my description up above. It says streamyard.com/Facebook. You just need to click that. If you click on it now, it'll take you away and then you can come back again, or just do it after the live. So the next time I go live, I can see who you are, or just type your name at the end of it so I know who I'm talking to. Hello, Janet. How are you? We got another one there, Facebook user. So just click that StreamYard link above or just put your name at the end of your comment. Hello, Beth. I am well, thank you. We've got some hellos going on there. Hi, Aldith. Yes, please. Oh, yes. Yes, most definitely. Please do tell. Absolutely. Listen to him. Exactly. Janet's one of our VIP mentorship program participants. Hello, Crystal. I'd love to learn. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Awesome. Hard to have family dinners now. I know, it's just not quite the same. You kind of have to have virtual dinners, which is not quite the same thing, is it? The Easter Bunny is an essential service. Actually, I saw on the news the other day, the Prime Minister from New Zealand had a press release and said, I would like to make you aware that the Easter Bunny is declared, I'm not sure if they've done this in other parts of the world, is declared an essential service, so the Easter Bunny will still be doing what the Easter Bunny needs to do. It was so cool. Hello, Jen. How are you? Sounds so much fun. Yeah, it would be. How are you keeping, Helen? I'm awesome. Thank you. Hello, Hayley. Olive's a life member of our coaching community. Well, we're doing things kind of quiet. Hubby will be working and I'll be doing fun stuff with my kids. Good to hear. We just got to work with what we've got, don't we, guys? High five, Mike. I was so focused on what you were saying, I forgot to say hello. All good, Laurie. No problems. That's funny. Good morning, Helen, and a beautiful day at Brighton today. It is a beautiful day in our part of the world in Australia. We're not far from each other, for Judy and Bob. Thumbs up, everyone. Oh, I have to jump off for my team meeting. No worries. Yes, online, like everything, I'll be watch the replay. That's what the replays are for. All good. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Megan. I've downloaded Messenger on my desktop and I've played around with it. Good for you. That was what yesterday's live was about. Hi, Mumbayeta. Lovely to see you here. Hi, Cynthia. Looking forward to your love secrets. Hey, Shauna. How are you, darling? Lovely to see you on. I've used the PC Messenger app already. Woohoo! Good to see. Virtual dinners just don't work well with our older parents as they just don't understand what's going on. I know it's a little bit difficult to understand for, definitely the older generation. Yes, they did that here in Toronto. Oh, did they? That's so cool. I presume that's going around the world with the Easter Bunny being an essential service, as Easter Bunny should be. Had a great EMP learning day. Good to hear. Okay, so what am I talking about with this secret? Okay, I want to share with you some really essential points, and some of you will already be across this, and some of you might need to put some thought behind this, but let's just go back to basics, for the moment, and because it's not really as complicated as you think it is when you've got some foundations in your business that help you be a better online marketer and set you up more for success. Because there's one skill that we all need to sort of learn to help us along the way. So you can learn pretty cool skills, but the skills are important, but they're not the be all and end all. There's something else that is the be all and end all that I would encourage you to put a lot of effort behind. Okay. So one of the things, part of the secret, this isn't the secret, but part of the business model that, I'm talking about that made one of my mentors $60 million online. It's all about the marketing side of it. So it's more than just marketing, but the marketing piece of what you're doing online is critical to your success. Now, marketing is going to mean different things to each one of you. When I say marketing, what do you think of? Like, what's the first thing that comes in your mind? Let me know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are around this. Because some of you, your brain will go straight to the word advertising. Some of you, when I say marketing, it will go straight to like Facebook advertising. That's what you perceive that, the business model is when I say marketing. Some people, when I say marketing, will be straight to marketing their thing. So it might be marketing their product, marketing their business, marketing their opportunity, marketing their business model, marketing their platform. So you might believe that you've got the most awesome sort of platform and, website for your network marketing business. And when you go into most network marketing businesses and they have a ready-made sort of website for you. So it's like a marketing platform. A lot of you will think that's what marketing is and that will get you successful is marketing that thing. that then you get the leads from, and hopefully that there will be a sale. So most people think that way. Okay, I'm here to share with you what my $60 million mentor says and believes and has written about. Is that's all wrong. Okay, so hear me out, because I'm not saying that marketing certain things online is wrong. It's how you do it. And if you believe that marketing a thing or a business opportunity or a product or a marketing system, like if you believe that's what's going to make you be really successful online, you're being really quite naive. What's the one thing that trumps all? Any of you guys got any idea of what is the key thing in having a successful business model? What's the one thing that you need to strive for with your audience and in your marketing and the business model that you create? I'll get into a bit more detail in a minute, but what's the one thing you need to strive for online? Now, you may not necessarily really know the answer to that question, or really even know what I'm asking. But for people to do business with you, what do you think one of the essential things is that you need to have between you and that person to be really successful online? What is the one thing that you need to have for you, between you and your audience, for you to be successful online, truly successful? I'm not talking about short-term success where you get a few sales here, there, and whatever, or you've got a funnel that works really well for a little while and you get a lot of sales in. I'm talking long-term success in the online world. What's the one thing that you have to have between you and whoever is coming into your funnel? What do you guys think? I want to see what you guys are thinking. So Beth is saying your brand, okay, how we serve others, what we can help people with, attraction, value we give to others, marketing. It's your email list. Edith is saying the first word that came to mind, but I know it's wrong. Why would you say it's wrong? So relationships, let's build on relationships. What does building relationships give you? What does building relationships lead to, guys? Yeah, value. We need to give value to our audience. Absolutely. You, okay. So Laurie said it was wrong before, building relationships. Trust. Okay. Now the business model that I'm going to share with you does exactly this. It builds trust. So stay with me, guys, because this is not it is simple, but it's not simple, because the concept is simple. But if you don't execute the simple, then you're going to miss the boat. Okay. It is trust. And how do we gain trust? By giving value. Okay. Trust, relationship. Hang on, where did my mouse go then? Sorry. Interest that you show in them, care about them, which is building a relationship, which builds, caring about people. We're building a relationship. We are building trust in capital letters. Okay. Now, the business model you use to create this trust is what you guys should be adopting. Okay. So yes, we're leading with value, know, like, and trust, Charlene. Awesome. Trust in capital letters again. Trust. You guys are getting there. Relationships, which builds trust. Know, like, and trust. I'm sure that's what you're alluding to there, Mumbayata. Trust. Brand yourself. We want people to get to know you, like, and trust you. Connection. Absolutely. Connection. And connection and building relationships builds to trust. And absolutely, because if you trust somebody, it's giving that person sort of credibility. Okay, so marketing can be done very well, or marketing can miss the boat. Now, if you don't think that you are the number one priority in this equation and your marketing is all on external things, So all your marketing funnel is on, Facebook advertising and leading people somewhere else, and there's no human connection there. You're missing a massive part in the business model that makes people very, very wealthy. So your marketing funnel will start to break down when you don't have trust. So how do we build trust? We got to build that trust. Do you agree? Are you with me, guys? Now, where all this comes from, and some of you would have this, and I'm not making this stuff up, guys. This is my breeding ground, learning ground for the last 3 years, and I've executed everything that I've been taught, and it's served me well. So for those of you that this is new to, I suggest you listen up about, the business model that this amazing man has used. Who's got this book? Who has got this book? This is gold in building a business online. If you don't have this book, you need to get this book. Just message me if you need a copy of the book. It's a free book. You just pay shipping and handling. But you need this book. You need to read this book 3 or 4 times over, okay, to really get the concept of it. So Mike is who I'm talking about, Mike Dillard. You see him online sort of everywhere. He has made over $60 million online by the business model. It's the same business model every single time. He just points it in another direction. So, if you want multiple streams of income, you follow the same business model and point it there, point it there, point it there, and you can make lots of money from different streams of income. I'll give you an example that he's written in this book. When I launched my second business, so not his first business, second business, we acquired over 8,600 paying customers and produced $3.2 million in revenue within the first 7 days of launching the business without spending a single dollar on advertising. Facebook advertising gives you huge advantages when you know how. Like, it's a learned skill. Like, you don't want to be doing it if you don't know how to do it, especially in the environment that we're in at the moment. But once you know how to put the business model together, like Mike learned how to do and is teaching all of us to do, and that's what I've followed for the last 3 years, then you can adapt that to anything you want, guys. And you can truly learn to be an online entrepreneur in whatever you want to create. Not only, funnels that somebody else owns. You might be party to a network marketing business, affiliate marketing business, digital business, whatever your business is, and that creates a stream of income. Now, it depends what the marketing funnel is for that. But once you learn truly the business model that Mike has used, you can duplicate that wherever you want for any business, not just network marketing, digital marketing, anything like that, any business, and create multiple income streams for yourself. But I want to give you starting points. Hopefully some of you are across this. If you're not, you need to take a step back and get some foundation in your business to be out. Sometimes you have to take a step back to, take, a few steps back to go many steps forward. Some of you may need to do that because most people are getting this wrong. We say network marketing. Most people don't have a blue clue how to market or the kind of business model that Mike's talking about. Most people will market their thing, their opportunity, their product, their marketing system, their business, like their thing. That's not a long-term sustainable marketing model, okay? So it's like, and this is where you are the key. You are the absolute key in this, in building trust with people and what you do on social media to build that trust. And this will build you a long-standing, successful business rather than a fly-by-nighter or something that's successful for a little while and then crumbles underneath you. Okay? This is the business model that sort of works. And I'll share you an example that Mike had in the book. Okay? Think of a builder that's building a house. This is where a lot of people get it wrong. So you're building a house and somebody gives you a hammer, which is a mouse. Okay? Say this is a hammer. So to build your house, you need to have skills and tools to build your house, correct? Yeah. So we have tools and I have a hammer. Now, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I've got my tool. I've got my hammer. So I'm going to hammer away. I'm going to do a few things with my hammer. I kind of know how to use my hammer. It goes from there to there. And, sometimes I get it right and it's a beautiful, building, and sometimes I just get it terribly wrong, but it's not working. I'm not building my house. I need a new hammer. That hammer doesn't work. I'm going to go to Bunnings. Is that around the world? Is Bunnings around the world? Hardware store anyway. I'm going to go to Bunnings and get myself a new hammer because that hammer doesn't work. That's not helping me build my house. I don't know how to build. I don't know how to use that hammer. So then I go to Bunnings and I get myself a U-Butte hammer. Oh, this is a pretty hammer. This is a more expensive hammer. This has got little gold leaflets on the side. It's got the bells and whistles. It's got all the little marketing things that I need around it to just, oh, this is beautiful. So I go back to my house and I try to start building my house with my new hammer. I'm doing my thing. I'm trying to build my house. This doesn't work either. So I'm going to get rid of that hammer and do something else. So do you need a hammer to build your house? Yes, you do. So you need tools and you need marketing systems and you need things to help you build the house because you can't build your house with just your hands. You need tools and systems and marketing systems and business models to help you build your house. But who at the end of the day is building the house? Who is holding the hammer? Who is holding the hammer? Who is the one executing the hammer? Who is the one putting all of that into place with the tools that are used around you? Okay, so the tools can really, really help you. They are skills that you need to learn. But you are the ones using the tools, guys. So one, which tools are you using? And don't ever be deceived that the tools are ever going to get you to where you want to go. Facebook advertising alone will never get you to where you want to go. A system, your business opportunity, your products of your network marketing company, they are not the be all and end all. What makes you successful is you. So who do you need to become? You need to become a leader. Do you look at people and they're successful and they just get more successful? Because they're up in lights, they've already made a lot of money, they're considered a leader, and they just keep getting more successful? Why is that? Because they're considered a leader and they've got a following. So what do you guys need to do to start this business model that Mike is talking about? Okay, it's all in here, guys. I'm not making this stuff up myself. Your first step is learn how to become a really good leader. Raise your influence on social media. Now, how do you do that? How you raise your influence on social media is by giving what, guys? You don't take from people. You don't deceive them into a funnel that they don't know what they're getting into. You lead with value. Value equals trust. The more value you give out to people, the more trust people have in you. So when you selflessly show up on social media and actually teach people something and give them lots of value, it builds trust, does it not? Of course it does. So these little secrets, they're not really secrets, guys. You've just got to know the path of the business model that's made Mike $60 million online. First step, guys, learn to become a leader. Now, I'm not going to repeat what I said 2 days ago about leadership qualities. That's the person you need to step into for number one, because no hammer, no tool is going to make you successful online. At the end of the day, it comes down to you. So it's you, Inc. This is the whole branding thing, guys. You are not your network marketing business. You don't own it. You didn't create it. It's not your little baby. It's somebody else's baby. The only thing that you can control is you. How do you create trust? Not through a system, not through a third-party tool, not through a marketing system that somebody else created, through what you bring to the table. This is the business model Mike has created. This is the business model you should be following. It's not about the tools, although you need the tools. I'm not saying you can't get by without tools. You need tools. But it's you that needs to come to the table. I would highly recommend that you create yourself a brand if you haven't already, and you become really valuable in the marketplace. Guys, when you're valuable in the marketplace, value equals dollar signs. You want to make more money online, become more valuable. Really learn to become a leader. Really learn to give out good value, to your audience, and do it over and over and over and over again. So the plot thickens. So that's our basics. We want to brand you. Okay, so we are putting you up in a pedestal, and you are learning along the way to become a leader. You are learning and building trust with your audience. You need to learn how to build your audience, because leaders just keep getting richer, don't they, guys? Leaders who have a big following and they've got thousands of people following them, do they not just keep on earning more money? Why is that? Because they've become a leader, good one or bad one. Sometimes that's a little bit indifferent. But when you're a leader and you've got influence over people, good or bad, you've got influence. This is what you guys need to learn to become for yourself. And don't give me, if that's running through your head, I'm not good enough, get rid of it. If it's running through your head, I don't know what to teach, I don't know it, get rid of it. All that stuff can be learnt. You just need to have the desire to step in and own who you are and what you want to achieve. And you can learn skills along the way. You can learn to bring value. You only need to be one step ahead of who you're training and teaching and the audience that is following you. Okay, so any of those negative things that come into your head, all that mindset stuff, just get rid of it, guys, because that's not going to help you build a successful business online. Okay, so you can learn to be a leader. You can learn to create influence by the value that you bring. So that's sort of, that's one step, okay, that we need to take into consideration. So when we do that, we are building trust. This is the second little piece of our little secret here. So we build a brand, we give value. When we do that, that leads to something else, which is what I was asking you before. It leads to a level of trust. So now we've got trust. We now want to create the marketing pipeline. Okay, so this is the foundation of what you're working on. You're building your profile, you're building your audience, you're building the know, like, and trust factor. You build, and put some effort into that organically, guys. Facebook advertising does not earn you trust. Putting some dollars behind a Facebook ad does not help people trust you. You got to earn people's trust, and you got to learn to be a really good leader. So that's in your court. Okay, you can't learn that. Who you are, the integrity that you come from, the person that you choose to be on social media, that's up to you. You can't learn that. You choose that. So choose wisely. Okay? So that's one side of it. But once we get this trust, what do we do with it? Now we need to create a marketing pipeline that works. Not about your opportunity, not about your thing, not about your product, not about your marketing system. It's not about whatever it is that you've got, like your company branded website and a product. We're not now that we've got the trust, our marketing pipeline is not about what can I get you into. Your marketing pipeline continues to grow, and you continue to have multiple exposures that get somebody to trust you, and you build that funnel of trust. Okay. So then what we ultimately want to do, which is what Mark has done, is get people on an email list. Now, you might have something now that you use to get people on an email list, but what is it? What's the thing that you are offering to get people on the email list? So you might think, oh, I've got that. I've got an email list. But where did the lead come from? Are they a good quality lead? Does that person even matter? Leads mean I was going to swear then, sorry. Leads mean absolutely nothing to you. You don't want to pay for leads if they're the wrong leads. If that person isn't going to buy, you could get hundreds of thousands of leads, guys. If you've got the wrong leads coming in, they don't mean jack to you. Who wants to pay for that? Who wants to pay for leads that don't ever buy anything off you? And that's what most people are doing in our industry. So that's another huge downfall. So what are we going to do? What am I going to teach you guys to do next week? Okay, I'm going to teach you to either, you might already have something to offer that you could then put out into the marketplace and collect an email address for. The boot camp last month I did, the email marketing boot camp, I've already got all that training sitting in my coaching community ready for you to pick up and watch and execute. Okay, so I've already taught you, in the coaching community, I've already taught you how to collect an email address. And if you've got no software tools, if you've got your that word challenged, I've already taught you how to do that in the boot camp. Like if you get into my coaching community, you can watch all of that, all the replays of that training. Now what I want to teach you with our marketing pipeline is these multiple exposures of you giving value from you. Build on your value. Create a PDF. Create a video series. Create an ebook. What do you want to create? You might not have any idea what you want to create. I'm going to help you with that. How do you pull it all together? I'm going to help you with that. Okay, so we build this marketing pipeline to create those multiple exposures to continue the trust happening. What happens when people know, like, and trust you, guys? What happens when you exchange an email address for a piece of value that you didn't actually ask for some money on the other end of it in our first exposure? What happens? You start building a valuable email list of very highly targeted people, because we're only going to put this out to people that are highly targeted in the first place. So that's a whole nother skill that we need to learn. Okay. But if this is something that you are missing in your business, I would highly encourage you to look into this. You're welcome to join us in my coaching community next week, where I'm going to teach you how to do this and pull it all together. Because what any good marketer, guys, people like Mike Dillard, Tony Robbins, look at anybody's funnel, guys. They give you something for free and they teach you something and they give you something valuable before they ask you for any dollars. There might be a funnel on the end of that if somebody's got into your free funnel and then they want to look at something more, that you've got something else to offer, I would encourage that. Obviously, that's what marketing is all about. But you can start to build your brand with things that you can offer. Just some of you don't know how to do it. So this business model that has helped Mark, he just repeats the business model through email marketing by offering things out for free that you've created, that builds the trust, that builds the relationship. And then you keep building the relationship by keep marketing, to these people that you've got on your list and building the trust, to then hopefully somebody will buy something off you when the time is right. One exposure is not enough anymore. One exposure worked a few years ago in the online world. One ad, one opt-in, lead them to a sale. I'm not saying it doesn't work now. It can work now, but not on the volume that it used to. Not at all. People are skeptical. And there's so much on offer in the online world than there was, even a year ago. People need more multiple exposures. You have to keep building the value, building your influence, building the relationship, building the know, like, and trust factor to then, get somebody to buy off you. But we want good quality leads. We don't just want leads. We want good quality leads. Do you agree? I don't want to pay for leads that are not, highly qualified leads, because that's just an expensive mistake. Would you agree? So we are going to help you get people on your list. So that may be using something else that you've already got, that we can ramp that up. Or if you don't have anything, we're going to create it. We're going to create that together. Okay. So up in the description above, I have the link to my coaching community. This is where this training is going to be delivered. I have an incredible amount of value in that coaching community, thousands of dollars worth of training, numerous boot camps. You can get in for $1, have a look around for 3 days. If you don't like it, you can leave. Nobody is stuck in there ever. You can leave whenever you like. No locking contracts or anything like that. But I trust you. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I was trying to say. That just came out completely wrong. I've totally slipped my words, and I've got 5 minutes to get on the next Zoom call, so I need to jump off. But what I'm trying to say is that whatever you take from that is up to you. The steps, the baby steps, this is not that hard. You can all do it. But just remember, you want to build your own brand. Your network marketing business, it's not yours, guys. The company that you work for is not yours. They can pull the rug from under you in seconds. They can kick you out in seconds. Like, it's not yours to own. Build your own brand on social media, and that can be your offer in the back end. Absolutely, you want to build that business, whatever business that you are in, you want to build that. But it starts with building a brand, becoming an influencer, growing a following, an audience, and then building value. While you're building value, give them things out for free that then you collect the email address, and then you continue to build value. And when you have people that know, like, and trust you, they will buy. This is not just a 1 exposure, 2 exposure, 3 exposure world anymore. This is not a 1 Facebook ad and then you'll get the buyer. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. The world that we live in social media is very different. And you have to earn the sale these days, guys. It's not like it used to be. You have to earn people's trust and give them value over and over again to, get the buyer. So, follow those kind of simple steps, but they don't just happen by just putting up a business page. And they don't just happen by, okay, I'm here, I've got a branded business page, come and find me. I'm here, I've branded myself. You have to earn it, guys. And then you build your marketing pipeline with those people that are learning to know, like, and love and trust you. Then offer them some more things out for free. We can create that for you. If you don't have anything to offer, we can create something for you to offer to then get an email address, and then you nurture the email address. So that's the very first steps. For those of you guys that have got this book at home and you have not read it, seriously read it. Those of you that want a copy of that, just message me and I'll see what I can do. Okay. So I've got like a few minutes to get on my next Zoom. So I really need to go. Oh, I've talked a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I hope you get the gist of that, guys, because I know what kind of, business model I'm creating and following and having success with, which is only being modeled from, what Mike Dillard has created and everybody else that's followed behind him. So for whatever that is worth, I hope it is helpful to you. And I will be having a video that goes up tomorrow to give you some more training, but guys, I'm going to enjoy my Easter with my family. Okay. I believe all of you should too. I'm not coming live until next week, okay? I'm going to have some downtime. I deserve some downtime. I need some downtime. I suggest you guys all shut the door on social media over Easter as well, and please have some downtime. We are all at home on social media a lot, so we're all probably on social media more than maybe what we normally are. It's not always the healthiest things for us. So even though I love, breathe my online communities and social media, sometimes, guys, having a bit of a break and a switch off will be the best thing that you can do for your frame of mind, a bit of a cleanse. So I'm over and out for a few days, okay? I love you guys. I will see you next week. I will have some videos going up on my page, so there will be some more content for you guys to absorb. But I'm not physically going to be here live because I'm going to go. It's Easter Friday, Good Friday here tomorrow. So it's just a kind of a respect thing as well. I just don't think I should go live on Good Friday either. I just think people just need to turn off their social media on Good Friday and just appreciate what they have and the people around them, and just, detox. For me, I just think that's appropriate on Good Friday. So that's what I'm going to do. Love you guys. I so appreciate my online crew, community here. You guys are amazing. If you want to join us next week for the Lead Magnet Bootcamp, the details are all up above. You can click and just have a look at the information there. More than happy to, include you in that awesome training that I will be doing next week. Okay. So love you guys. Now I've got 2 minutes to get on the Zoom, so I better go. Bye.